So, to the rescue, Chael P., highest rated coach in Ultimate Fighter history, gets called back to do it again, Daniel Cormier. And I just share that with you to set up this moment. I'm working at the venue. I'm up top. ESPN has a spot if you watch our post show, and I hope that you do. So they bring me down. They bring me down to the floor. I'm going to go sit next to Daniel and Jon and Rogan, and we're going to make the announcement that Daniel and I are coaching the Ultimate Fighter, and we're going to do this live during a pay-per-view. So when I get brought down, it's about 15 minutes before the announcement. And by the way, it's just in time to watch D-Rener make the walk and take on Kevin Holland. And I'm sitting with Brian Callen, and Brian Callen is as big of a fan and as knowledgeable about the history of MMA and of fighters as anyone you're going to run into. And we start talking about D-Rener. Now, the whole building doesn't quite know who D-Rener is. And Callen and I are talking about it. The building's going crazy, man. When they introduced D-Rener, it's just kind of a little applause. And Kevin Holland, man, they love him. They love him, and they're going crazy for him. But the audience also doesn't just cheer for who they like. They give a louder reception to who they think they're going to win. Like, their cheers are also to represent, man, I'm with this guy, and I'm on the winning team. And I'm just sharing with you, Callen and I were talking. We're like, hey, you know who this is, right? I'm telling him, and he's telling me, and he's got some stats on him I didn't know. And I'm, of course, bringing up one championship and 2 divisions and simultaneous champion. And at any rate, fight starts, and it goes exactly the way Kevin Holland would want a fight to go. It goes right to the ground. It goes with a fast speed. It goes while he's still dry, and he can still do things. It goes exactly the way Holland would go, except the result goes for D-Rener. D-Rener was able to beat Holland at his own game, and that is a very impressive thing to do. Kevin Holland, for all the compliments you could give him, but you must also say he's a very good competitor. Like, he shows up with his skills. You're not going to catch him sleeping and get the jump on him. So when D-Rener's able to get him out of there pretty quickly, it's an impressive thing. So I'm down there. D-Rener finishes up, and he goes in the back. Rogan returns, and now I'm in the camera shot. We announce the Ultimate Fighter. Glenn Jacobs and Glenn comes and gets me, and we're going back. So to get back to the ESPN suite, you've got to go through the back, and it's in the back that I run into guys from D-Rener's team. And I had never met them before. And the guy said to me, yeah, Chael, everything was great. They're happy. They're high on life. Everything's going their way. But they make a comment to me, and they said, the plan was to beat Holland and on the mic with Rogan, call out Bo Nickal. But D-Rener was so excited, and he was so caught in the moment. And then the interviews, they're so short. Like, when you have that fight and you have that big win, all the eyes are on you, and you think people want to hear from you. And maybe they do, but those interviews, man, they're like that. So when D-Rener's guy is telling me this, I get it. And he said, yeah, we never got around to it. And it was just a comment. He wasn't asking me to do something for him. He just made a comment to me that our plan, get the win, call out Bo Nickal. I like that idea. So as I'm going up, I tell Glenn, I go, hey, these guys just told me their plan was to call out Nickal. Their airtime with Rogan gets cut off. You got any problem with me going up and telling the world through ESPN that this is what D-Rener's team just told me? Glenn said, no. Seems like you got a pretty good source. So we go up to the post show, and I tell the story that I just told you. I tell him about 10 seconds, but I spit it out that I'm backstage running to these guys. They grab me, tell me they made one error, which was they wanted to call out Nickal and never got around to it. I mean, and it was just like that. This thing caught a level of fire. And Bo liked the idea. I didn't know if Bo would. Like, D-Rener is a pain in the ass of an opponent in that he's much better than he's perceived to be. Like, D-Rener isn't this huge name yet, but he's got pretty huge accolades. Okay, so I just didn't know where Bo would be on that. Oh, Bo was all over it. I get a call from Tiki almost instantly. Hey, man, Bo saw you on the post show. Did this really happen? What exactly did he say? Who's the guy? Who said? What was said? They want to get these whole quotes. Tiki's on the phone with Hunter. Before you know it, this thing starts gaining speed. They never look in a different direction. They just bring Bo and De-Rener together, and Bo loved it and De-Rener loved it. I mean, I'm just sharing, like, when you have two guys that want to fight, stay the hell out of the way. And not everybody does. Believe it or not everybody does. If you got two guys that want to fight for whatever goddamn reason it is, stay out of the way and get it to the ring. And it's approaching. And there are a number of people, a number of inside people that are making it very well known right now that matchup-wise, this is the one they're looking at. This is a very fascinating two grapplers, one heavy in jiu-jitsu, one heavy in wrestling. Bo is a 3-1 favorite, and that's a pretty big gap. But I will just share with you, if you go to my partners at DraftKings, great. Give me some credit and tell them Chael sent you, but I would argue for you one of the reasons that's, I think 3's too much. One of the reasons that's 3-1, it's actually 320. One of the reasons for that is just simple name recognition against De-Rener. And it's a fun match. It's an interesting match, and I think it tells you a lot about Bo, by the way. It tells you what a competitor is. By the way, coming off of a pay-per-view going on to free TV, not always great. Coming off of a pay-per-view going on to free TV on the worldwide leader of ESPN in a co-main event spot against a former two-division world champion. It's a very exciting proposition. We'll talk more about the card. Got a great main event on top of that. But the co-main event, I helped in my own way to get it here. And as we approach, I must tell you, I'm with you hardcore fans. And I am very much looking forward to this fight.